in between. On one side, again, is the same situation as Marabastad, where foreigners are on one side, and this time they are foreign nationals from various parts of Africa. But on the other side, you can see this entire street has been blocked, and this side are the South Africans. But the situation seems a little different from what we saw earlier here in Marabastad. In Marabastad, people were carrying stones, bricks, and sticks. But situation here now, just a few minutes back, we saw some dance moves from both the groups. From South African side, 2 or 3 guys came in here in the middle of the street, showed their dance moves again from the other side. So it's a little bit different from what we saw in Marabastad. But of course, there are many of them who say that they really do not want foreigners in South Africa because they are taking their job. But as well as we have the other side of other people, South Africans themselves, stating that there's no problem because at the end of the day, Africans from other parts of Africa are not foreigners for South Africa. They are the they say they are like blood brothers, is the same skin color, so they do not really mind. So contradiction of what we are getting to hear from people that have gathered here in Pretoria CBD. Of course, some saying they're against the foreigners, some saying there's no problem for for the foreigners from other parts of Africa coming here. Police, you can see from the visuals, there are lots of police here trying to keep the two groups separated from their Esalen as well as Cilliers Street.
Well, we do apologize for that mistake taking place over there, but that was A97 reporter Kalding Ongwe coming live from the Pretoria CBD, just speaking more on the violent protest, or rather xenophobic protests, which have erupted over there. Okay, well, Kaldin, I hope that you are still there and you can still hear me. Just talk us through the police deployment currently on the field there, the police who are sent there to maintain calm of the situation.
Definitely, police are here to maintain calm and order here in Pretoria CBD. Earlier, you did hear Acting National Commissioner who briefed the media. I did attend that media briefing where the Acting National Commissioner said that over the last 24 hours, they have arrested 136 people. Of course, he did not give us the differences of how many South Africans are, how many foreigners, but he did say that 136 people have been arrested for causing chaos and disturbation here in Pretoria, especially this morning where you saw outside Marabastad where it was a scene of chaos where police had to resort to firing rubber bullets, stun grenades as well as water cannons. You can see now the police are trying to open the streets here. Earlier, for many minutes, at least for half an hour, this whole street of Esalen and Cilliers Street was closed down. These are the local, but then it's very difficult to say who are really protesting here right now. You heard Acting National Commissioner Patlane clearly stating that concerned Mamelodi residents were the only group that got permission to march to Department of Home Affairs. But there were other groups from Attridgeville who was very violent. Once again, tensions flare up here as people start screaming at each other. On one side are the foreigners, of course, and on the other, some of the people protesting who are against foreigners from other parts of Africa. Like I said, very difficult at this point of time to say whether these are the actual people who got permission to march. You heard earlier Acting National Commissioner again stating once again, reiterating that the group of concerned Mamelodi residents were the only residents that really got permission to march. But I can sense from here there are many people actually who are even smelling of alcohol, who are drinking here. So there are many people that are not, not in their full sense here. There are some people who are even drunk in this march. So it's, what everyone says when a protest like this takes place, criminality creeps in and the cause of the genuine cause for the march deteriorates into this because there are lots of criminal activities also involved in this kind of incident.
Is there any locals and foreign nationals who are willing to talk to calm the situation and to actually settle matters down?
A stun grenade has just been fired here to disperse the crowd. If you can hear from the visuals here, or from one side, people are pelting stones, and police have resorted to firing stun grenades at the protesters here. Like I said, very difficult to say who are the really protesting anti-immigration marchers, but it looks like this whole march has been taken over by criminals, especially because the concerned residents of Mamelodi, who had actually sought permission to march, is nowhere here in the street.
Now, have there any been arrests made so far by the South African police services with regards to those people who are just merely chance takers right there in the CBD area?